What's up, my tribe? Welcome in to Total Resilience Yoga. I am Leland. Welcome to your class today, and really looking forward to getting going. Sorry it took a little bit longer. It looks like somebody had got rid of my stream, so had to create a new one, and here we are. So, welcome into your Total Resilience Yoga. My name is Leland Holgate. I'm the executive director here at Strawberry Cover Yoga, or Total Resilience Yoga. So super excited to have you all in here, and hopefully more people find their way in. For some reason, my stream wasn't there that I had created earlier, so had to make one on the fly. But that is okay. We're here, and I'm happy to be here. So a lot about this form of yoga, and you may have taken yoga before, but the difference is this one is a lot less about the yoga itself and more about the self-regulation techniques that you're going to hear as I call out as we move forward. So I myself am a combat veteran, and I have come back from being a quadriplegic, and last year had to come back from being a paraplegic. So yoga, of course, and me have an amazing, amazing relationship. But again, or total resilience yoga is a lot less about that, and it's more about the self-regulation techniques that you're going to hear me call out as we move forward. So as we move through, you're going to hear me call things out, and we speak science here, not Sanskrit. I love Sanskrit. It just doesn't have place here at our total resilience yoga. So I speak a lot of science. You'll hear me call out orienting your vision a certain direction or moving your body a certain way will help actually bring you into this moment and help the body soothe. So while we're moving forward here, remember to express your choice. That's one of our biggest things in resilience yoga is choice. So if you lay down and breathe, or you just sit on your mat and breathe the entire time that we practice, you are practicing yoga. Congratulations. Breath is present. So if you can just be here for the moment, that's what this is all about. Also, I'm going to be on the mat with you, practicing with you. So if I call anything out that maybe you don't know, then you can just look to your screen and take a look and see what I'm doing. And if you'd like, you can try to match or meet me wherever you would like to meet me. Also, as far as choice goes, make sure that if I'm too slow, you speed it up for yourself. If I'm too fast, you can slow it down for yourself as well. Okay, so we're going to come from a place of curiosity today. I know a lot of times we judge ourselves pretty harshly. So today, just be curious with where you're at and let yourself be wherever you are, because each day is different. And I've noticed that for myself, especially, that there are some days that I can do a lot, and there are some days I can't do so much. So just follow along with Grandpa here, and I hope you enjoy your class. So we're going to start on our mat, and you can start in a seated position, whatever that looks like for you. So you can be cross-legged, you can be straight-legged, knees bent, whatever works for you. Just find your sitting bones connected to the floor, connected to the mat. We're going to start off by just letting our hands rest on our knees, and let your chin fall to your chest. And just for the moment here, I'd like you to pick out 4 different colors or 4 different shapes, maybe 4 different patterns. Maybe the color of your mat in contrast to your clothing, or maybe the patterns in your clothing, maybe the patterns in your floor, or it could be patterns on your mat or colors. Anything to bring yourself further into this moment. And as we're looking down, we're sending the signal to our brain, all is well, I am safe, I am right where I should be. And with your sitting bones connected to your mat, and your feet, if your feet are on the ground, then this is also grounding. Bringing yourself back to this moment once again. And grounding helps, of course, bring us into this moment. And practicing a little mindfulness, which is just a fancy word for noticing. Start to notice in the body where you may be tense, where you may be holding, or where the breath may be restricted. No need to change any of these things. Just notice. Be curious. Now pull your belly button in towards your spine and really engage the lower intrinsic muscles by restricting the flow of urine. Pull everything in and up. Keep everything engaged. You'll start to feel that center of your being heating up. That's your internal core temperature, your internal furnace heating up. This also helps pull all that mind chatter down away from the brain where it can be burned up and used for fuel. Continue pulling everything in and up. Keep everything engaged. You feel that power start to build. Realize that power comes from you. Just another few moments. Keep everything engaged. Pull everything in and up. Start to release. Let everything go for just a moment. And now filling up from the bottom all the way to the top, just like a bucket or a vase with our 3-part breath. As you inhale, big belly, into your chest, into the back of your eyes. Exhale through your chest, press your belly button to your spine. Inhale, big belly, into your chest, into the back of your eyes. Exhale through your chest, press your belly button to your spine. One more inhale, big belly, into your chest, washing around, cleansing behind the eyes. Exhale through your chest, press your belly button to your spine. Now come back to your normal breath. Start to pay attention to the body, just the difference from the beginning until now. Your forehead and jaw release, shoulders away from your ear, your hands just gently lying on your knee. On your next inhale, take your right ear to your right shoulder, head rolls back. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder, chin to your chest. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Continue to roll around. Link your breath to your movement and allow yourself to move at your own pace here. This is your mat, your yoga, and your rules. That popping and cracking is just nitrogen leaving the body. That old stagnant energy cleared out. Roll around one more time. Let your chin fall to your chest. Give yourself a moment of pause here. Let any dizziness subside. That's completely normal. As you inhale, left ear, left shoulder, head rolls back. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder, chin to your chest. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Continue to roll around. Again, link your breath to your motion and use your pace. Allow yourself to release all that stagnant energy, getting ready for the new. Roll around one more time. Let your chin fall to your chest. And give yourself just a moment of pause here. You can start to blink your eyes open. You can lift your gaze. And once you lift your gaze, you can bring your right arm out toward the right. Start to wiggle your fingertips. This gets the blood flowing down through the arm. And as you look up toward the fingertips, open your eyeballs nice and wide. The more light, the more happy hormones. You can also put a big goofy smile on your face, and that helps those happy hormones drift down the spinal column. Now look down to your left hand. Let your left hand walk away from you as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch. As you inhale up to the center, reach your arms up overhead. Wiggle both fingers. Keep your fingers moving. Get the blood flowing through your arms. And now let your right hand drop. Keep an eye on your left fingertip. Wiggle your fingertips. Keep the blood flowing. You can have that same big goofy smile on your face. Maybe you open your eyes up wide to let more light in. And now look down to your right hand. Let that hand walk away from you as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, back up to the center. Wiggle the fingertips one more time. Keep the blood flowing. And now let your hands come down towards your mat. And once your hands reach your mat, let's bring your left hand over to your right knee. Your right hand comes behind your hip so you can press down, sit up tall. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, twist at the base of the rib cage. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist. Look forward, slowly unwind. And let's switch it off so you're not walking in circles there. Right hand onto your left knee, left hand behind your hips. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist at the base of the rib cage. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist. Look forward, slowly let yourself unwind. And once you come back here, you're going to reach your arms up overhead, interlock your fingers, pointer fingers stay pointed so you create that little steeple. As you look forward, inhale, reach up, exhale, up and over. As you inhale, reach with your top hand, exhale, pull with your bottom. Inhale, reach, exhale, pull. And as you inhale, come up to the center, reach up, and exhale, up and over to the other side. As you inhale, reach with your top hand. Exhale, pull. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. Inhale, back up to the center. Separate your hands. Let your hands float down to your knees or to your mat. And let your chin fall down to your chest. And scan through the body. Notice the difference again. The forehead and jaw release. Shoulders fallen from the ears. And your hands just gently lying on your knee or your mat. Start to lift your gaze. Blink your eyes open. You can pull your heels in to roll yourself forward, or just move your legs out of the way and roll yourself on to all fours. Your hands come underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Right here in the center, I want you to take an inhale. Imagine taking in all the clean and positive energy. And as you exhale, crunch to the right. And you're squeezing out the toxins from your organs. You can also sit back here as you inhale to the center, taking that clean and positive. As you exhale, crunch to the left. Remember, you can sit back like grandpa here, just in case your knees. As you inhale, back to the center, taking that happy, that healthy energy. And as you exhale, crunch to the right, cleansing the toxins out of the organ. Inhale, back to the center, taking that clean and positive. Exhale, crunch to the left, squeezing out tension and negativity. Inhale, back to the center. One more time, taking that clean and positive. Exhale, crunch to the right. Inhale, back to the center, taking that clean and positive. As you exhale, crunch to the left. Now come back to the center. Take your right leg to the back of your mat. Left arm comes forward. You decide whether you want to stay right here, or you can lift one or both up into the air. Press your belly button into your spine. As you inhale, reach both directions. Exhale, press your belly button to your spine. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press. Lower your hand and knee back down to your mat. And again, we don't want you walking in circles. So left leg goes back, right arm comes forward. You decide whether you want one or both or none up in the air. Press your belly button to your spine. Inhale, reach both directions. Exhale, press. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press. And lower your hand and knee back down to your mat. Tuck your toes and press yourself back to your first downward dog. Your hands can be about shoulder width apart, feet about hip width apart. You can also bend at your knees here if your hamstrings feel a little tight today. You can let your head just rest and also press your chest back towards your thighs to feel a little decompression of the spine. While we're here, we like to rock the two most powerful words in the universe. I am. Rock those out for you today. I am happy. I am amazing. I am powerful. As you inhale, heels up, look forward, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, arms come up overhead, hands come to touch. Inhale, heart center, look down to your fingertips. Again, send the signal to your brain, all is well. I am safe. I am right where I should be. and release. Now we're going to move through some sun salutations. So these sun salutations are meant to burn up that excess energy that we all carry with us. So remember though, express your choice, okay? Go as fast or as slow as you want, do as much or as little as you want. And remember, if you lay down and breathe or sit and breathe, you are practicing yoga. Step to the front of your mat. As you inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower down, half push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And rock out your I ams here once again. I am amazing. I am healthy. I am beautiful. As you inhale, heels up, look forward, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, arms come up overhead, hands come to touch. Inhale, heart center. Breathe out, release. As you breathe in, arms overhead. And breathe out, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower down, half push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And rock your I ams here once again. I am confident. I am strong. I am resilient. As you inhale, heels up, look forward, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, arms come up overhead, hands come to touch. Inhale, heart center. Breathe out, release. And now as you inhale, sit yourself back and down into a chair pose. You can look past your knees, see if you can see your toes. You can also wiggle your toes, which helps put all the weight in toward your heels. Press your belly button in toward your spine and lift your arms up overhead. And as you look up, you're clearing that fog off of the mind, bringing a little clarity to the situation. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower down, half push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And rock your I ams here once again. I am happy. I am healthy. I am wealthy. As you inhale, right leg comes up to the sky. Exhale, swing your right foot forward. Drop your back heel down. And inhale up to your warrior two. Or the yogurt pose. Because it's in all those damn Yoplait and Dannon commercials. So your back leg can be straight. You can bend in toward your front thigh here if you want to get a little extra stretch. Your front knee can come out towards your pinky toe, and you create a straight line from fingertip to fingertip. And now your front palm spins up. As you exhale, come back to your reverse warrior. You can open your shoulder to the right and reach. You'll feel that stretch into your side body. And now come back to your warrior two. And now straighten up your front leg. This is a fun one called triangle. So you're going to reach for the front of your mat. When you can reach no further, hinge your hand down to your shin or to your ankle or to the floor. As you reach with your left arm, and of course you're feeling that stretch on the inner thigh. That's what we're looking for. Reach with your left hand to help protect your spine. And now start to bend in towards your front thigh. You can bring your right elbow up to your thigh here if you'd like, or you can keep your right hand down on the mat as you reach with your left hand. And now bring your left hand down. Back heel comes up, and you're going to reach with your right to stretch across the body. And now your right hand comes down to the mat. Your right leg moves back, lower down, half push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And rock your I ams here once again. I am a little sweaty. I am fun. I am brilliant. As you inhale, heels up, look forward, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, arms come up overhead. Hands come to touch. Inhale to heart center. And breathe out, release. And again, as you inhale, sit yourself back and down, back into your chair pose. Your arms come up overhead. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears to release some of that tension. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower down, half push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And rock your I ams here once again. I am strong. I am generous. I am playful. As you inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, swing your left foot forward. Drop your back heel down. As you inhale, come up to your warrior two, or better known as the yogurt pose once again. You can sink in towards your front thigh here. Maybe you bring your front knee out towards your pinky toe, which helps open up that stretch just a little bit. Your shoulder blades can come together to create that straight line, and let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Your front palm spins up. As you exhale, come back to your reverse warrior. You can open your shoulder to the left and reach to feel that stretch into the left side body. Now come back to your warrior two. Straighten up your front leg. Reach for the front of your mat. When you can reach no further, hinge your hand down to your shin or to your ankle or to the floor. Completely up to you. That front straight leg really helps open up and stretch through the inner thigh. Reach with your right hand to protect your spine. And now start to bend in towards your front thigh. You can bring your left elbow up to your thigh or keep your hand onto the mat. Completely up to you where you go with this. Right hand comes down to your mat and reach with your left to stretch across the body. And now your left hand comes down to the mat. Left leg moves back, lower down, half push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Rock your I ams here once again. I am prosperous. I am powerful. I am amazing. As you inhale, heels up, lift forward, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, arms come up overhead. Hands come to touch. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, release. And one last time, sit yourself back and down. You can let your hands just hang. As you look down again, sending the signal to your brain, all is well. I am safe. I am right where I should be. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower down, half push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And rock your I ams here once again. I am beautiful. I am fun. I am healing. As you inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhale, swing your right leg forward. Drop your back knee down. And you can inhale up to a low lunge here. Or if you're like grandpa here, and the knees get a little argumentative, you can bring both knees back. And now reach your arms up overhead. And as we look up, I'm going to give you a balloon. I want you to picture that balloon. Maybe it's your favorite color. See the size of it, the texture. Feel it in between your hands. And I'm going to give you a marker. I want you to write down everything you want to let go of in your life. All the things that no longer serve you. Maybe it's a feeling or an emotion. You don't have any words for it, so you can associate a number or a color. Write it all over that balloon. As you inhale, feel it lifting. Exhale, separate your arms and watch as it sails away. Smaller and smaller, taken by the universe to be recycled into something new. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant your hands. If you're in that low lunge, you can bring your right leg back now, lower down, half push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Rock your I ams here once again. I am amazing. I am letting go. I am strong. As your left leg comes up in the air, inhale. Exhale, swing your left foot forward, drop your back knee down. You decide whether you want the low lunge position or if you want to bring both knees back, reach your arms overhead. And in between your hands now, I'm going to give you a sky lantern. One of those amazing little lanterns that flies away with a candle. It has 4 empty walls. I want you to take that marker out and write down everything you want in your life. All the things you want to experience, all the feelings you want to feel, all the people you want in your life, everything you want in your life, write it down all over this sky lantern. Now I'm going to give you a candle. We're going to light that candle. As you inhale, feel it lifting. Exhale, separate your arms. Watch as it sails away. Smaller and smaller, taken by the universe to be granted as a wish for you and those you love. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant your hands. If you're in that low lunge position, your left leg moves back, lower down, half push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And rock your I ams here once again. I am productive. I am positive. I am powerful. As you inhale, heels up, lift forward, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, arms come up overhead. Hands come to touch. Inhale, heart center. Look down to your fingertips. Again, send the signal to your brain, all is well. I am safe. I am right where I should be. And release. And now we've made it to one of my favorite parts. So we're going to stand hands on hips, take a little hop, and you notice that your feet land directly underneath your hips. So we're going to take a look down at our toes, lift your toes up, separate your toes as much as you can. And now my favorite exercise, pinky toes press down, big toes press down, and now pinky toe, big toe, middle toe. Still waiting for somebody to shock me with that one. Press through all 4 corners of your feet. Feel your calves engage, your thighs. Belly button presses in towards your spine. Your hands come down toward the mat, fingertips being pulled as if by an invisible force. Your shoulder blades come together to shine your heart space forward. And with every breath, you can feel the crown of your head growing an inch taller toward the ceiling. Keep everything engaged and feel that power of being the mountain. You are that mountain. You are that immovable force. Keep everything engaged. I'm going to count down from 5. And when I count down, you're going to let everything hang. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just let everything hang. Notice the forehead and jaw release. Shoulders fallen from the ears. The body is stretched and heated. And your feet are planted on your mat. Start to lift your gaze. Once your gaze comes up, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, bend at your knees, let your chest come to your thighs, let your head fall. And you can reach your peace fingers around your big toes. Your hands can come underneath your feet, or you bring your arms behind your knees. Either way, you're giving the heart the break that it deserves. All day long, it's fighting gravity while we sit and walk and run and sit. We're also allowing that blood to pool at the tip of the spine. And here in a moment, you'll notice why we call this the Xanax of yoga. When the heart is above the head, just remember it gets this break, and we should do this as often as possible. Reach your hands up to your hips, stay in your fold, pull your belly button in toward your spine. As you inhale, bring yourself up nice and slow, head comes up last. And that is why we call it the Xanax of yoga. So let's do that again. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, bend at your knees, chest to your thighs, And maybe this time you switch it up. Maybe hands go underneath your feet. Maybe this time you grab your big toes, or you just let your arms hang out behind your thighs. Either way, you're just giving the heart the break that it needs. And we're also toning that vagus nerve system that we all have that's connected to our heart, our lungs, and our gut. And this vagus nerve system helps enact that relaxed side of our body. Release your hands up to your hips. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. And very slowly, like it's a game to come up last, head comes up last, pick yourself up. Oh my goodness, that is the yoga business right there. We're going to do that one more again. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, switch it up for yourself, or just let your arms hang out behind your thighs. Once again, bringing the heart above the head, allowing it to get that break, and also toning that vagus nerve system. So the more we can do this work with our vagus nerve system and bring the heart above the head, the easier it is for us to calm and soothe the body. Release your hands. Hands come up to your hips. Pull your belly button into your spine. And very, very slowly pick yourself up. Head comes up last. Oh my goodness, I love that so much. I can do it all day long, so we better move on or else I'll keep us there all day. You'll be upside down all night long. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, plant your hands, step back, and just lower your knees down. I know I got you. You thought I was going to run you through another one. Promise we're done with that. So just come to your seat. And once you make it onto your seat, you're going to bring the bottoms of your feet together. Just let your knees fall out. So while we're here, notice that if the heels are super close to the hips, it's a little more intense. So if you want to take that intensity down, you can take your heels away from your hips, which Grandpa has to do today because I'm a little tight in the thighs. So you're going to sit up nice and tall. Bring your thumbs across your pads of your feet. Sit up tall now. Bring your shoulder blades together so you protect your spine. Pull the bottoms of your feet open like a book. And now like a hinge yourself forward. Shoulder blades stay together. Bring your heart over that book. And the beautiful part about this one, my favorite, is this is the book of your life. And you hold the pen. You control the keyboard. You get to write what's in that next chapter for yourself. Start to write that story from your heart. See yourself getting the things that you want in this life, doing the things that you want to do. Write that story from your heart and feel those happy emotions for obtaining the things that you want in your life. This next chapter is all up to you. And now we're going to surrender that story, knowing that it's going to happen. Let your hands come in front. Let your chin fall to your chest and let a slight round in your back. Let everything go passive. Continue to focus on that story that you just wrote, that next chapter of your life that you just wrote. And now walk your hands in towards your feet. You can bring your hands to the outsides of your knees. Lord knows I need that help. Bring your knees together. And now your sitting bones connected to your mat. The bottoms of your feet connected to your mat. Bring your hands behind your hamstrings, elbows nice and wide to promote a long, straight spine. And now start to increase that distance between your chest and your knees. And once your core engages, you can lift your shins parallel to your mat. And you'll notice the body starts to shake. And that's exactly what we're looking for. That's neurogenics. That's the body moving that fear, that excess energy out of the body. We don't need it anymore. F fear. I don't need it. You don't need it. Let that fear move its way out of the body. Just like a cheetah after it hunts, shakes all that excess energy free. Right ankle over your left, heels plant, come in, hand plant, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower back down, come right back to your boat. And it's up to you what kind of boat you have. Maybe you got an inner tube like myself. Maybe you straighten your legs for that speed boat. Maybe you take your hands to the front for that sailboat. Completely up to you. Just let that fear shake its way free. Fear is false evidence appearing real. It is a mental construct that can only affect us if we allow it. Left ankle over your right, heels come in, plant your hands, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower back down, and come right back to your boat, whatever that looks like for yourself. Let that fear shake its way free. Let that excess energy make its way out of the body. You feel so much better. Fear also stands for face everything and rise. Right ankle over your left, heels come in, plant your hands, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower back down. Now again, pull your heels in so you can roll forward or just move your legs over to the side and make your way onto all fours. Now plant your hands under your shoulders. We're going to come up to our plank. You can have your knees down. You can be at a full plank. You can have knees down and ankles up. Completely up to you. Wherever you are, just let yourself press the ground away. Feel that power that you obtain or that you hold in yourself. Let your heels drop to the right. Lift your left arm up toward the sky. You can also bring your bottom knee down for support. And now left hand comes back down. Let your heels fall to the left and bring your right arm up. You can also let your left knee come down for support on this side. Right hand comes down to the mat, just a little bit longer, lower down to your forearms this time. Interlock your fingers. Notice that space as you inhale, take in power, take in positivity, take in health. As you exhale, trap that for yourself. That's for you and those you love. Let your knees drop down to the mat, separate your elbows, and find your favorite ear. Give yourself just a moment here. Notice the body. Notice that it may feel stretched. Maybe you notice that thermal imprint that you're leaving, that heat that you've created. Now lift your chin to your mat, switch off your ears. And again, just tune into the body here for a moment. Maybe you listen to the heart rate. And as it's beating, you hear that story, that next chapter that you wrote. And now bring your chin back to your mat. Your hands come underneath your shoulders. You can press through the tops of your feet. And as you inhale, come up to a baby cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Press your way up to all fours. Take your knees to the edges of your mat. Toes come together. Let your hips sit back. Let your forehead come to the mat. And let your hands move forward for a child's pose. While we're here, this pose is all about security, all about awakening that inner child and allowing yourself to ground yourself once again, bringing yourself back to this moment. We have a beautiful pressure point in our forehead. If you roll your forehead left and right, this helps soothe the body and lowers the heart rate ever so slightly. Now let your forehead settle. Press your way back up. Bring your knees together. We're going to sit in hero's pose, one of my favorites, for just a moment. So your hands rest on your thighs. Sit up tall. You can close your eyes, or you can let your chin fall to your chest. Once again, sending that signal to your brain, all is well. I am safe. I am right where I should be. Hero's pose is also an excellent pose to remind us that we can't always be a hero, but we can always be a champion for us, just by showing up. 95% of all success in this universe is just showing up. Start to lift your gaze. You can blink your eyes open. Once you do, take your hips to one side, your feet to the other, and swing your legs around. Now, everybody's favorite, make our way onto our back. Once your back reaches the floor, your feet together, legs together, lift your legs up toward the sky. And this one's called waterfall. You can bend at your knees, hands can come behind your thighs. And this one is epic. It helps fight against insomnia, depression, anxiety. You start to feel that tingle coming down through the legs. That's your blood returning back to the visceral area, or where the organs are contained, where we need it for digestion, lung function, all those important things that keep our body running. You can help it along. As you inhale, you can press your toes to the sky. Exhale, pull your toes back. Inhale, press your toes up and find that rhythm that works for you, that pace that works for you. We're also stretching the muscle fibers, helping to release lactic acid. And again, helping that blood flow back to where it's needed for everything that our body needs to do. Maybe you pedal your feet, 1 foot back, 1 foot forward. And now, the very end, let your toes fall back to your knees. Oh, and keep in mind, you can do this up against the wall. 5 to 10 minutes of this up against the wall before bed. You'll sleep like a baby. I know I do. So straighten out your legs now. Last little bit. Hands come together, match that angle, and now straighten your legs, lower them down to about a 45-degree angle. Match that angle with your arms. You notice again that shape come in. That's what we're looking for. We're letting go of that last little bit of excess energy, moving that last little bit of fear out of the body. I'm going to count down from 5, and we're slowly going to lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Separate your feet about hip distance. Get any last little shifts that you need out of the body. Let the backs of your hands come down to the floor with your palms face up. And now scan through the body as we take in some breath. So inhale, fill up all the way. As you exhale, feel the tension release from the forehead and the jaw. Inhale, fill up all the way to the top. As you exhale, feel your shoulders and your arms melt into the mat. Inhale, fill up all the way. As you exhale, feel your spine and your hips, your legs fall through the floor. Inhale all the way, fill up to the top. And as you exhale, release that tension. Let your breath be organic. And let everything become heavier and heavier. Behind your eyelids, start to run a slideshow for yourself. Everything that you're thankful for. All the things that make your heart and your face smile. Could be the simple things. Maybe it's food, the availability of clean drinking water, maybe the ability to walk. You could be happy for clothing or transportation, the ability to socially connect and use technology. Continue to run that slideshow across the back of your eyelid, seeing everything that you're thankful for. And while we're here, every sound, every word, every breath takes you deeper and further into that state of peace. This is the pose for which we practice, the pose of contemplation, honor, and respect, honoring you for making you important today. With each breath, with every word, with every sound, you fall further and further into that state of peace and tranquility. Picture yourself at the beginning of a path, a well-walked path that travels down the center of a beautiful forest. And as you walk down this path, you notice the beauty that surrounds you. Flowers of all colors blooming on both sides. You see the beautiful trees and the canopy that covers you, giving you shade as you walk down this beautiful path. The fragrance of the flower is thick and beautiful. Maybe you walk over to one of your favorite colors and you smell that flower. It could be one of your favorite scents. As you continue to walk down this path, you notice small animals playing. You hear the birds chirping and singing in the tree. You feel a breeze brush past you as it kisses you on the cheek. You continue to walk. You start to hear the sound of running water. Up ahead, you see a river. And as you get closer to the shore, you notice a raft just lying there waiting for you. You decide to push this raft into the water and climb upon the raft yourself. The water gently whisks you away. And it's such a beautiful, partly cloudy day. You decide to let yourself lay back and relax on this comfortable raft. The water gently carries you downstream as you pay attention to the clouds and their unique shapes, their unique sizes, as they move across the sky. And these clouds represent your thoughts. And just as easily as you notice they pop up, they blow on by. Each thought pops up like a cloud, and you watch it just whisk away. You continue to hear the birds and that gentle rushing sound of water as the river carries you further downstream. You can hear fish jumping and playing, the birds singing your praises. Another breeze whisks by and kisses you on the cheek. Notice how serene and peaceful and happy you are. You continue to watch the clouds as they form unique shapes, maybe animal, as they blow by. Up ahead, your raft starts to come in toward the shoreline. You sit up slowly. You pull your raft onto the shore, and you notice another path, this time heading into a beautiful open meadow. You walk your way up to the meadow where you see the softest grass. You allow yourself to sit down in the grass, surrounded by beautiful flowers, surrounded by those beautiful smells. You allow yourself to lay back. And this grass is as soft as satin. You find yourself comfortable and happy, completely at peace. As you look up to the clouds, one of your favorite shapes starts to lower down to you. The closer it gets, you notice how soft it looks, like a huge ball of cotton. It scoops you up off of the ground and allows you to sink into it like a soft down comforter. With every breath, it starts to carry you up to the clouds, to that land of peace and tranquility, that safe place that only you know how to find. With every breath, with every sound, you fall further into that state of peace and serenity. The cloud lifts you up to give you the most beautiful vantage point. You see the grass and the flower and the river. You get to view the landscape and hear the birds in this safe place that only you know how to find. You feel the breeze blow past, again kissing you on the cheek, reminding you that I am safe, I am happy, I am peaceful. Remember that you can find this place at any point in time. All you need to do is lay back and look for your cloud. You can call on this cloud at any time that you like. With every breath, with every sound, with every word, you fall further into that state of peace. Your cloud now starts to lower you back very slowly, very softly, back to that satin-filled grass in the meadow. As it gently puts you back onto the grass, you allow yourself to lay back once more in that soft, satin-like grass. Remember that you can find this peace at any time that you want. It is within inside of you at all times. Start to wiggle your finger. Slowly bring yourself back to the room. When you're ready, keep your eyes closed and make your way onto your favorite side. Your bottom arm comes up to cradle your head. Your knees come into your chest. And your top hand just rests on the mat. And this fetal pose is one of security and serenity for the body, a pose of peace. We lived in this position for almost 10 months before we entered this world. So your body remembers. Keep your eyes closed. Press your top hand into the mat and bring your way back up to your seated position. Your hands can rest on your knees or hands pressed to your heart center. Let your chin fall to your chest. And again, this is a bow in honor of respect for you, for showing up and putting you at the top of your priority list, making you the most important thing at the moment. As we move through the rest of our week, remember that the past is history, the future is a mystery, and right now is a gift. That's why we call it the present. Let yourself be more rooted here in the now, where we create in the now. The light in me recognizes and honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. It is, again, my pleasure to bring this amazing method out to the world. And I have used this method for myself and will continue to use this method for myself over and over and over again. I actually practice this once a day. So please feel free to peruse our YouTube channel. We have not just myself, but we have several amazing instructors that are out there that you would like. And we even have Joyce, the co-founder, one of the co-founders for Trauma Recovery Yoga, that is on Tuesday, I believe, for breathing exercises. So it's a really, really good channel. You have plenty of choices. I think by now we've probably got hundreds of classes out there for you to pick. So please enjoy. And I look forward to seeing you again. Remember, every Wednesday morning and Saturday morning, I have the level 2, which is called Try Harder or Warrior Flow, that we have on our Warriors for Life America page, which is our partner that we work with. So from everybody here at Trauma Recovery Yoga and Leland Holgate, I hope you have an amazing night. Namaste, guys.